Hooked into YouTube. And we're going to just wait a few more minutes before we officially get started. Is there anybody new tonight with us that hasn't been here before? I don't think so. All right, can you everybody hear me okay, by the way? Why are you laughing, honey?
It could be a little louder.
Okay, because I had it down. I could tell by, how's that?
Yeah, it could go up a little bit.
Better now?
Yeah, that's better. Better than it was.
Hang on, I had the mic too far away. How about better now?
Oh, that's great.
Okay, good. I had my mic too far away, so. Perfect. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started, and the latecomers will just join in when they join in, and we've got people watching on YouTube, so I'll go ahead and share my screen. I think we have somebody else coming in right now. Change my view here. All right, I think there's somebody in the waiting room, Randy. I heard him. I'm not sure. Can you hear the notifications on your end? Okay, good. Because it went off a while ago. Okay, cool. All righty, I'm going to lower that here. Excuse me. All right, well, welcome to Wednesday night live stream skill building. I'm Debbie Barnett, and I'm always so glad to be here with you guys on Wednesday night, playing at I Love Maj, navigating the hands, the Charleston, all that kind of stuff. And is there anybody tonight that is new? If there's anybody new, would you please put it in chat so I can see? I think mostly everybody's here, but I know there's a few people that came in just recently. So if you are new, please write it in chat. And Randy, there is another person in the waiting room, so I'm not sure if you're hearing the ding. Oh,
gotta get my mouse to it. I hear the ding and
oh, okay. You can actually move your little chat window out onto your screen if you know how to do that. Make it a little bit easier for you, possibly. Okay, Lori, welcome. Lori is new. And Lori, how long have you been playing Mah Jongg? Type that in there too. And then Valerie, you said new to canasta or new to skills. Well, since this is a Mah Jongg skill building event, I hope that you're here for Mah Jongg and not canasta. So just let me know about that. Oh, good. Okay, you had me a little worried there, Val. All right, so you're new to Mah Jongg, and how long, Val and Lori, have you actually been playing? Since November. Perfect. Well, this should be perfect for you. And you're brand new to the skill building, but you've been playing Mah Jongg, Val? Let's see. Val said 50 years. Oh my God, 50 years. Wow. Okay. Well, I might need to recruit you for some help tonight if you've been playing that long. Yay. Phyllis, welcome. Nice to see you again. And Phyllis has been playing for a long time as well. And sometimes I call on Phyllis for help too. So she's really good about watching if I miss something. So I have to stay on my toes with Phyllis. She keeps me on my toes. All right, well, here we are at I Love Maj, where I play against the bots who are pretty, whoops, why am I not? Let me make sure I'm signed into the right account here. Oh, I'm not even logged in right now. Hold on a second. I had to update my computer, so I think it actually logged me out, and now it's wanting to sign in. The wrong account. So give me a second. See, I wasn't even prepared. That was not good. Okay, here we are. I play here at I Love Maj against the bots. I have been playing against the intermediate bots, but you can play against the beginner, which is this equivalent to the standard, intermediate, and advanced players. The intermediates are tough. I'm finding them just about as tough as the advanced playing bots. But nonetheless, this is where we're going to play at that level tonight. And let me just get this ready here. Okay, perfect. Now, during the game, if you have any questions during the games or during the evening, if you have any questions about a choice that I make, you want to know why I did something, or I say something you're not quite sure what I mean, put it in chat. And I will do my best to get to everybody's questions or comments during the evening. That way we don't have to be interrupted during the game with questions, and it'll just make it a lot smoother. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, I think some of you came in a little late. I'll just introduce myself again. My name is Debbie Barnett, and this is Wednesday night skill building. And I am all about bringing Mahjong events online and in person to the Mahjong community and helping everybody grow in their game, help everybody get to the next level of play. All right, and welcome everybody joining in on YouTube. Hi, Linda. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you as always. And let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I think I need my Mahjong card. Oh, just wait until next month. That's going to be a lot of fun. Woo. I'm going to have to really study the card before I come on. All right. No live games here. And I'm going to lower this down here. Get my, come on. There we go. Perfect. Oh. Keep this over on this side. All right, here we go. We're going to start the game. Pretty soon, I'm going to be clicking here and choosing 2024. I cannot wait.
First Charleston.
So here we are at the first game, and I always sort my tiles by suit. So for you, for the newer, the more experienced players, some of what I say is going to be rudimentary to you, but for the newer players that join us in, I like to talk through pretty much everything that I do. So a lot of it you'll already know, but I like to sort my tiles initially by suit. Nothing stays this way. This is just a way to organize your tiles. And I always use the analogy of a filing cabinet. If you went into a filing cabinet and things were all over, they weren't in some kind of an order, you would not know how to go ahead and start picking out what you needed. By sorting them in suit, it gives you a very good visual, gets all the suits together, and then you're able to see quickly whether or not you have any multiples. And multiples are where we want to start. We're always hoping we can build off of our multiples because they are a strength. Sometimes they don't work. So I'm never going to tell you that it's 100% because nothing is 100% in this game. Things change so very quickly. One Charleston pass can make everything change. So there's a lot of reassessing here. So since I have my multiples of 8s, and I want to make sure everybody can see my screen good, everybody's good. I'm assuming you're all focused in. What I would do is I would look to see what categories I would be able to use eights. But right away, I know that eights are an even number. So I would collect or move over all of my evens under 2, 4, 6, 8 there, regardless of the suit. I know a lot of beginners. I teach a lot of Mahjong, so I know the mindset of the beginner player. You do not want to get in the habit of just collecting one suit because they look pretty together. So, you know, you might go like this right away, and that's where your focus would be. You might go like this if you're not confusing our one bam with a flower, because you might think, well, gee, they're all the same suit, so I'm just going to collect all those. And then you start dumping other things, and before you know it, you have all bams. So I'm not saying at this point we're not going to use those tiles, but I just want you to go through the system that I use because it'll help you. So now I have our 2, 4, 6, 8 category tiles together. Well, what else could I possibly do? Well, because 8 is also a like number, it might be in any like number category as well. And it's not going to be an addition hand because I don't have any 4s. Now, it may be an addition hand based on what I get in the Charleston, but right now it is not an addition hand, and not something I'm going to keep to decide what I'm going to get rid of. Now, the next category is the consecutive run category, the most flexible category on the card. We have so many options there. And as long as you use that category properly, it could be a real advantage to you. And what I mean by properly is that, again, you don't want to just collect like suit tiles in thinking you're going to get a consecutive run just in one suit. Yes, there are hands with one suit, but there are also multiple hands with 2 or 3 suits. So you want to collect all of the consecutive numbers that work out in a range of, if you can, if you're in the middle numbers, of a few numbers before and a few numbers after. That way you have a nice range of consecutive numbers. All suits, not just one suit. So I might keep the 5, you know, for now, because it is in not too far from 5, 6, 7, 8. I may keep that for now. And I do have quite a bit of 1s and 3s. And if I move this 5 down here, I have a lot of 1, 3, 5, which those tiles all sit in the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, you know, if you took a look at these tiles right now, it could be quite confusing. What are we going to get rid of and what are we going to keep? I could keep, you know, all these 1, 2, 3s are really pretty as well. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. We have all those. And then we don't have anything, any other consecutive numbers really other than 7 that really tie into the 8. This is a challenging decision. Okay, we can't keep everything, so we're going to have to make our best choice. So I would take the north and the 5. And in this case, I even have 3 1s, which are 3 like numbers with 1s. But again, I can't keep everything. I think I'll keep the 1s and the 2s. And I'll get rid of the 3 right now. My best choice that I can make. I could maybe do another tile, but for right now, that's what I'm going to do. So then I can see what I start getting in. Now, if you know Mahjong, if you've been playing as long as I've been playing, sometimes you give away these tiles and you get more in and you're like, oh my God, I should have kept those. But we can't keep everything. It's a lot. And these 8s don't really go very well with the 1s, unfortunately. So we'll do that and we'll go ahead and get rid of this and see what happens. All right, so we got another 2 and we got another 1. Now, remember I said to you in the beginning that sometimes the 8s may not work out very well. All right, so I'm going to move the 1s and 2s down here. And I'm going to do a little reassessment of what has just happened in one Charleston move, okay? I now have like numbers with 1s going on for the like number category. I now have consecutive run with 1s and 2s. And I always talk about knowing the card, and really that's not by heart, but knowing it to recognize enough hands that you could see them. So I can look at this and I could say, yeah, there are definitely runs with 2 numbers in the consecutive run. Matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th hand down or 3rd from the bottom under consecutive run happens to be one of the most popular hands this year, or this past year, I should say, because we're almost ready for the new card. And then maybe I'll feed off of these with something else. I don't know, but it is really great. Now, Jan is watching on YouTube, and she said singles and pairs line 2. Well, yeah, singles and pairs line 2 is great, but guess what? I've got 2 jokers. I'm not going to give up 2 jokers. If I had 0 jokers, maybe. But you know, and if I get every Charleston move, I get more 1s and 2s and fill it all in, and all I need is maybe 3 tiles. Who knows? Maybe at the end I'll start dumping the jokers. I did that once, but I don't know. So here's a decision we have to make here. I thought I was going to be working off of 8s. And now I'm not so sure I'm going to be working off of 8s. I do have to be careful that I don't have to pass the 8s together. And I also want to be careful that I don't give both 8s on a 1st and 2nd left if I can help it. That's a little bit advanced, probably for some of you, but it's something I want to try not to do if I can. You guys who've been here with me for a long time now know that there was a time when I passed 2 of the same tiles and somebody used those in Mah Jongg with both of those tiles. That happens. Yeah, not all the time, but it happens. So I'm going to be doing an across. I probably am not going to get in 3 tiles that I need, but if I even get in a couple, I still may be forced, if I want to keep everything I have here, I still may be forced. And I think that, okay, now let's see, Anne says 2s and 8s and 2, 4, 6, 8 if I get dragons. Yeah, 2s and 8s could happen too. I just don't know how long I want to hold those 8s and then get stuck having to break it up. Or maybe I would keep them a little bit and I'd have to break up something else in here. I don't know. This is a pretty tough one. Well, let's see what happens if I do this and keep those 8s in, or Bill. I think you guys watch together. So let's see what happens, because that would be nice. But the dragons are both Kongs, a little bit tougher to make that hand because both of those dragons are Kongs. So let's do it and see what happens. So I got another 2. Now here I am in that situation here where I could potentially get in tiles and have to give both 8s if I got rid of them. But let's see what happens, because I still want to keep everything else here right now. And I did give a 3 away But I'm not too worried about that at this point. Well, let's see what happens. That's a very pretty pass. We'll see. Agatha, I'm giving you a nice pass. I hope you can use it. All right, so now I didn't really get anything else that I could use, and I've got this big question here. Would you like to continue the Charleston? Okay, that's my biggest challenge when I run into people that have been taught by other instructors who don't stress the extreme importance of continuing the Charleston if you have 3 tiles to pass. Why would you want to give up potentially looking at 12 more tiles? Why would you want to give up the opportunity to look at 12 more tiles? You're really doing yourself an injustice. Now, I do get so when I ask people, why would you stop? I have a group that says, a gal that says, our group stops the Charleston all the time. We just don't play the second Charleston. Well, why? Well, we've all decided we don't want to take a chance and give other players tiles that they need. Well, that's the wrong way of looking at it. The point of the Charleston, number 1 point, is to build your hand. Second most important thing then becomes to be able to pass as defensively as you can, but never at the price of your hand. Your hand is number 1 most important. So I am going to say continue.
Second Charleston.
And I don't have to 2, 4, 6, 8 is really not going to be the category. It kind of went away very quickly after we started getting all this. I am on a second left, so I don't have to pass 2 8s to Agatha, which is nice. And now I got in a 3. Not gonna probably help me a whole lot as far as the suits go. I mean, if I had 2 1 cracks, it would be nice. 1 crack, 2 dot, 3 bam for a mixed suit run. And in all honesty, I don't think I'm going to keep it. If I can avoid getting the 8 bam out to the other players, since I sent 1 out already, I'll do it. I'll do it. So I don't think I need the 3 bam with this particular combination. By the way, remember, I am open to suggestions. I'm looking at the chat. Phyllis, I'm keeping an eye on it. So in case you need to yell at me, I mean, in case you need to remind me about something, I'm keeping an eye on it. My husband's good at doing that too, honey. So you make sure. My husband is an incredible player, by the way. He had a pretty good teacher too. Just saying, just saying. Okay, so we're going to do this here. Now, some people say don't pass like numbers. Yeah, I mean, what are the chances that I'm giving these tiles to somebody that needs those for like numbers? Or it could be 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be a consecutive run. It could be addition here. I mean, I can't worry about that stuff. I really can't. So here we go. And I got another 1. Okay. I'm liking the way this hand is building, very much so. And I really am hoping that I pick up a 2 bam, because if I do pick up a 2 bam, or who knows, you know, maybe, Jan, I will get some more tiles in the next 2 passes, and maybe I'll end up playing the singles and pairs. Ooh, I don't know if I'd be that risky. I'm on the last right, so I am going to pass 2. I would love to pass 3, but again, I know the 8 is out there. And I want to be a little smart and not pass the 8, just in case I give it to the person who is holding on to it. So I'll do 2. And let's see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, nothing came in. I'll do 2 again. And I got that 3 back. So, nobody wanted to keep that little baby 3 here. All right, I'll just do a real quick review on my philosophy. It's not a rule, it's not a must, it's just my philosophy on prioritizing discards. Okay. I look at discards as being 3 different types of things: fresh, safe, and hot. 3 types of discards. A fresh discard is one that never left my hand during the Charleston. Okay. Or one where I passed one of them and I know somebody may be holding on to the other one. Another example of a fresh tile is one that's not yet out on the table. And why is that important to get fresh tiles out early in the game? Because early in the game, other players' hands may not be set and ready to call a tile. So if you get it out there and they can't call it, you've just made their hand a little harder. So for instance, if I need a Kong of something, and I hope everybody listening knows that pungs are 3-like tiles and Kongs are 4-like tiles. I mean, the words are all over the National Mahjong League card. We should know these terms very well. If I'm going for a Kong of something and I don't have enough jokers, I only have 1 maybe, the rest of my hand's not well set, and one of my tiles goes out that I need to complete that Kong and I can't call it, I already know that I've got to cover that Kong with 1 joker. So they've made that hand harder for me to make. And that's one of the best benefits of getting out fresh tiles. If you think you're going to look at the table in the first third of the game, the first 33 tiles, so you have 99 tiles after your Charleston, after everything is dealt out, you have 99 tiles. So the first third is 33. That's your pick and discard. And the only thing you have to think of is what you're collecting. And if you pick it and you know you're collecting it, you keep it. If not, you get it out. And that's the way you speed up the game. Do not keep tiles that you don't see on the board until much later on in the game. And I would have to say, you don't have to start even thinking until a couple things occur. Somebody's got 3 exposures up on their rack, or you're toward the end game, which is the last 33 tiles. You have to become more aware in the middle game, the second 33, but still not as alert and aware as the end game, unless somebody's hand indicates something and you know, then you've got their tile and you have to then make a decision. Do I break my hand up? Am I close to Mahjong? Do I want to take a chance? It's your prerogative to do that, but make sure you know whether or not you have a chance to make Mahjong if you're going to take a chance and throw a hot tile. Okay, so a fresh tile is you get out, you've never seen it early on. A hot tile is when you know somebody needs it. Okay, and a safe tile are tiles that you know that somebody pretty much doesn't need. And I call those safe tiles my buffer tiles. And those buffer tiles sometimes become, not sometimes, a lot of the times, they're like my best friends. and it's the best way you could set yourself up. Now, I don't know if that's going to come into play here tonight. I love to show it in when it happens. I like to show it and explain it, more. But for instance, if you had, 3 of a tile and another one had gone out on the board, or you had 2 and you picked in a third, you're not using those tiles. One went on discarded already. Those are safe tiles. You pretty much could know that nobody is using them. Now, I said this early on, there's no guarantee. You still have to be aware of what's going on, because if there is a hand that needs one single tile, possibly somebody else could need it. But there are ways to know by what's happening when a tile is safe. People have exposures up, they're not using that tile, doesn't work out with anything. Those are the safe tiles, what I also call my buffer tiles. Okay, so I am East, and I am going to start discarding by priority, which is the 8 BAM, which I know somebody has in their hand already. Here we go.
8 BAM, flower. 6 dot.
Now, I'm not going to make a decision about a hand. I have an idea where this is going, but I'm not going to make a decision until I run out of discards. And that's really what, you should do, because things can change. So
Flower.
we're just going to keep going until we see what happens. Now, I will keep that soap because I do know the card, and I do know that there is a hand, 1, 2, consecutive run with the matching dragon. I'll keep it for a little bit. We'll see what happens. And I still have tiles to get out before I have to make a decision. So I keep all my options open.
6 BAM, 3 dot.
That's that 3 dot I passed, I bet. Could be.
So
There's 1 soap that might change my mind at some point. So, all right, there's a 2. So now I'll move those there. I'm going to move my 1s down. And now I have a very pretty 1, 2, 1, 2, third hand from the bottom, consecutive run, beautifully set to call every single grouping. Okay, that looks like it's going to be it. But again, I don't have to make a decision right now if I don't want, because I still have a tile that I can get rid of right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get rid of the 3 BAM.
3 BAM, 8 dot. 4 dot. 4 BAM.
Okay, we'll do the 4 crack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So
4 crack.
I don't have
7
a
dot.
lot of tiles right now that I'm discarding as far as showing you what's safe, but what I'm discarding is still fresh not on the table yet. So,
East. Call. 8 dot.
all right, we have a pung of East there. So we know that Agata is playing either line 1, line 2, and that's it. Line 1 or line 2 under Winds and Dragons. Okay, so we will go ahead and get rid of this.
5 BAM, 5 dot. 5 BAM, flower.
And we'll get rid of
9
this.
BAM, call. 7 crack.
All right, so we've got a 9 BAM. So I say that's a good thing that I got the 9 BAM out early. Because if Wes has a really good hand going on and a lot of jokers, and I would have held that 9 BAM because I was thinking the way a lot of the beginner thinkers think is, oh, I can't throw it. It's not on the table. Somebody might need it. Well, that's okay, because I'd rather them call for an exposure now. Sometimes you force them to expose early, and then rather than wait 3, 4, 5 more rounds and give them Mah Jongg. It's really, I know it's a challenging concept, but it's so important.
9 dot.
Honey, I think there's, oh, Randy just
Got
said,
it.
it. Thank you, babe. All right, so, no 9 cracks, and I say I'm getting it out.
9 crack. Call. 6 bam.
That's what you want to do. Get it out. I don't care that Wes called it. Wes, I would like to mahjong though, because now Wes has a hung of 9s and a clong of 9 bams. So we've got to think about what he's playing with that. So it looks like he's playing. I feel like I'm stumped right now. 4 9s and a, why am I missing this hand? Okay, hold on. 7 9 9. I was thinking 8. Oh no, see, I was thinking 8 9 8 9, but hold on, 3 6 9. Hold on, 3 6 9 is what it is. 3 6 9, third from the bottom. Third hand from the bottom. So he needs a 3 crack, a single 3, a pair of 6s, and then 9 dots. And 1 went out and he wasn't able to call it. Yeah. Boy, I almost didn't spot that one. Whew, that was not an easy one to spot. Okay, I don't need that.
4 dot. 3 crack.
Okay, 6. So 1 6 dot went out early. The soap went out. The 1 bams, although I may not be using them, I do like to hold pairs. That's another little strategy, to hold pairs for a while, and usually I'll hold them through maybe the middle of the middle game. So the first 33 and then about half of the next 33, and then I start getting them out. I'm always hoping that, because I've had those in my hand, if somebody's playing 1 bams, I'll call 1 and put it up with a joker, and I get to do a little joker bait. So I'll hold them for a little bit, but I don't want to do it too long. I'm down to 74 tiles down this right-hand side, you can see it. So I'm almost through with the first beginning game, the first 33 tiles. We'll get this out.
6 dot. 4 crack. 2 bam.
Okay, there's a 2 bam, not my number that I would want right now. So I'll just say ignore. I wouldn't even consider anything else at this point because I can call everything here.
7 dot.
Okay, now 5 dot was out too. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the soap right now.
So 5 dot.
Oh, there's another 5 dot. So that's going to be the third 5 dot out. I mean, the third with mine. Sorry, 2 out.
2 crack.
Okay, so I'm going to call the 2 crack for a Kong. I can do it. So why not? Now, yes, there's going to be a 2 crack up for joker exchange. There's also a 9 bam that I got to keep my eye on. So I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Call.
And I'll go ahead and get rid of the 5 dot.
5 dot. Flower. North. Call. 5 bam.
All right, so now we have his number, don't we? Line 1, left side. So if I get any west or south, I'm going to get them out right away because I want to make my hand. And if I give her mahjong, I give her mahjong. But at this point, it's early in the game, and I would not withhold her tiles. Oh, there's another 3, that 3 from early on that I had passed, came back. I mean, it got discarded, and now I have it. I'll get rid of it.
3 bam. 3 bam. 6 bam. Green.
Okay, 6 crack. I almost can, when I see a tile, I almost know that it hasn't gone out there, especially when you hear the computer naming them so nicely like this.
6 crack, 4 bam. Red, green,
Okay, I'll take that.
1 bam, 4 bam.
Ah, nobody called it and put it up with a joker for me. Darn.
5 crack, 8 dot.
Oh, wow. Well, at least I know that I've got a lot of really safe tiles here. And this is what I kind of mean by when you set yourself up nicely to get out all of the fresh ones, you almost end up with a lot of the nice, safe buffer tiles.
1 bam, 8 dot. So 7 dot.
Yep, so everything I'm getting rid of right now is up there. Everything's kind of even, Steven, and very safe.
Green, 8 crack, call, 1 dot.
Now we have an 8 crack up there. And I mean, a Kong of 8 cracks, that's available for Joker exchange. And so is the 9 bam still.
Uh-oh,
What? What happened?
what do you call
Oh, I thought you said, uh-oh. Okay, so now I have a 1 dot. I think my husband thought that I was going to accidentally let it go. Phyllis probably was thinking too. She's like, no, don't miss it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and call it for a pung.
Call.
All right, now I'm going to discard a 6 bam, and I'll then be set to Maj on a 1 crack, a joker, or a 2 dot.
6 bam, flower. 6 crack, 3 dot.
Okay, this is great. I love when these lessons come up here. All right, I'm on call. I'm set to Maj. 44 tiles left. I have 3 jokers. Wes has 1 and Joe has 1. So that's 5 jokers. The maximum jokers that Agatha can have are 3. We have to pray that, and the only East that went out was what she already has in her pung. I just have to pray that she doesn't have Mah Jongg. This would not be the time that I would break up my hand. There's over a full third of the game left. So, okay, you guys, say your prayers. Ready? Say a little Mah Jongg prayer. Okay, here we go. Oh, God.
West, call, 2 bam.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling the West and not calling Mah Jongg. Now, we'll see who beats who out here. Okay, I don't need that, baby.
6 dot.
That was also
7 dot.
safe.
West,
Now she's
4 crack.
jokerless. Look at that. Somebody just made her jokerless.
so 3 crack, 1 bam,
Wrong suit.
1 dot.
it?
Safe tile. Ooh. Ooh. 9 dot is what Wes needs. We're not even in the, what?
Oh,
I'm going for it. I would never break up my hand. There's still, I mean, I still have a really good chance at winning. All right, hold your breath again, guys.
9 dot. Call, south,
Ah! Whoa.
1 bam.
Well, guess what? Little Miss Agatha could not call the South. How do you like that? Okay.
3 dot.
Oh my God. Not what I wanted to get now. Holy moly. Joe is the only one that could need the flower, and there's 3, 4, 5 out. What am I going to do? Take a chance, right? It's still 32 tiles left. I have to take a chance. How can I not? Look, it's just a game. Okay, guys, say your little prayer.
Flower. 4 dot. 5 crack. 5 bam.
And there we go.
Mah Jongg.
Okay. So I want to just mention this. I usually mention it, every week. Oh, I mention a lot of things every week, and I repeat a lot. But even if you don't make Mahjong, there are many Wednesday nights that we have a lot of great lessons that go on here, a lot of good skill building stuff that happens. I don't need a Mahjong to be able to show you all of the great skills that you can employ in this game. And if your hand comes in nicely and you get close to Mahjong, then that's a job well done, because you can't win every game. 1 out of 4 people is going to win the game, right? It's not going to be you all the time. So just know that it's about how you build your hand. If you get close, when you have a little bit more luck on your side, you're going to be the one that mahjongs. So it's not all luck. It's not all skill, but definitely the more skill that you can implement in this game, I like to say you lessen the luck field. More skill, you take away some of the luck. So if you're a beginner, it's a lot of luck. As you get to be a better player, it's not all luck. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All righty. Val says, I am excited. You want to share? Excited about my Mahjong? Maybe. I don't know. But that's good. I'm happy you are. All right, let's start again.
Here's Charleston.
All right, here we go. Oh, good, Val. Val said she was thinking she was in a rut. No, we all get into ruts, man. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable, right? All right, so I just sorted by suit, and now I have a pair of Souths, and I have a pair of 1s, and I have a 2. Knowing the card, I might see if I could collect some more wins during the Charleston and play north-south with the run 1, 2, 3. It's a possibility, certainly is. And what else can I do here? So there's no other ones for like numbers. Addition hands doesn't work for me. Consecutive run could work. 1 through 5, a little bit weak, but 1 through 5 could definitely work here. Maybe I'll keep the 4, because I always think of, like I said, when I think of a consecutive run, you have to be able to see the missing pieces. You have to be able to envision what could be. And that helps when you know the card. So I would keep the 4, because I would be thinking a 2 suit run, 1, 2, 3, 4. And cracks and dots, right? Now, what else could I throw in here? Well, I don't know. I could keep the 7 crack. Again, I've got some nice 5, 7, 9 things here. Or I can keep the 6 crack, which I might like even better, possibly for 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 crack, 6 crack. Yeah, I mean, a little crazy here, but I think I'm going to get rid of this. It's a pretty pass, but again, I'm not going to worry too much about it. My big rules are that I will not pass a pair unless somebody gives it to me on the second left. And I have a really great hand and there is nothing I could do. And then I'll pass it. And I usually will say, you can thank so-and-so for that. I don't want anybody to know, to even think that I'm passing a bear. But that's really a big rule for me. I try not to pass flowers again unless I'm in a position where I just have to. Flowers are like a gift or just golden in this game. And then what else? And then you try to pass defensively if you can. But again, don't break what you want to keep up because of that. All right, so, oh my goodness, like I'm already seeing 1, 2, 1, 2 again, cracks and dots. But I will keep this because I know that there is a consecutive run with the matching dragons, and there's that whole hand missing little pieces there. Yep, missing parts of it, but I have a piece of every part of the grouping, so I'll keep that. I'll keep the 4 still, and not so sure I'm going to hang on to the souse. And that will allow me not to pass the 5, 6, 7, which is a really pretty pass. So I'm going to do this, this, and this right now and see what happens. Oh my goodness, so this is like a repeat or what? Now I get a north, but of course I didn't get anything else in that run, so I'm not going to worry too much. But look at this, 1, 1, 2, 2, the 1. It looks like so similar, doesn't it? Wow. I'm gonna get rid of, let me hold this because we were talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'll do, oh, wow. I'll do this. Can't keep everything. I don't like to pass the north and south together. I do have a blind pass option if I want to, but I like to maximize what I get in my hand. Let me see. 1 + 1 = 2. I even have that going on. Addition hands. Maybe I'll do a blind pass. It just gives me a little more flexibility. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'll do that. Okay, so now I have a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is looking pretty, is looking nice right there. Okay, so I do have to continue.
Second Charleston.
All right, so we know the 6. We'll do the south. If somebody's collecting the north and south, there's already 2 souths and a north out there. Now, again, that's advanced for newer players. Eventually, you're going to be able to keep track of what's going around when you're not thinking about every little rule and how to do every little thing. But this is good. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1 + 1 = 2, but that then does away with this guy. 1 + 1 = 2, and I have to pass 2. So I think it's going to be the red that I'm going to do, the red. Yeah, either way, it's going to be kind of even, Steven, doesn't matter. Okay, now we have the 7s came back. And I don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I like that 4th hand down. It would be not, I only need a single for the 1, but maybe I'll hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4 dot, 5 bam. Why not? Maybe I'll hold it as an option and I'll do this. Nope. Look at this. Getting all those tiles back.
Courtesy pass.
1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, so I will do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll do 3. Unless I want to save the 1 and the 2. But it's really far and weaker from the other hand. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll keep those and I'll do those 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Just as a, I don't know. Oh no, could be right or wrong here.
2 dot.
Okay,
9 crack.
and here we go.
So
Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna get my
So,
wins out. I do
9
like to,
bam.
even if wins are out there, it's kind of the one exception, especially this year, for getting tiles out early, even if they're already out, because of the pungs of wins that are on this card. Sometimes you think that nobody's playing them, but they are, because they only need 3. So I just get them out, all of them, as quickly as I can.
3 crack. 7 bam.
Okay, I like that.
East. 8 crack. 4 bam. 9 bam.
So I talked about, oh, wait a minute, I got rid of the 3. Oh my goodness, sometimes I'm ditzy. I'm just admitting it. Yeah, honey, don't say it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I got rid of the 3 by accident. 1, 1, 1. Now I even have like numbers with ones. Ones, and ones. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm just going to, oh my God, even 1, 2, 1, 2 could come in, but I'm getting rid of the 5 because I got rid of that 3.
5 bam. Call. 8 dot.
I don't know why I can't keep track of 10 things at one time. I do about 5.
3 bam.
All right, 2 jokers available. That means Joe must have a lot of jokers, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so we got a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or let's see, we're going to have to put the hands together, guys. I'm sorry. We have to do that because we've got a lot of good stuff going on here. Okay, let's start out with the 1, 2, 1, 2, which I played on the last, let's move this out of the way, the last hand. We don't need to do anything with the ones because we got them. We can call the 1 bam, but the 2 bams are very weak. We need at least 1 good pick in each of those Kongs to call them. Not a bad position, okay? It's nice, but I need 2 to fill in. So we got to remember that. Now, if we go to like numbers, let's see what that looks like. For like numbers, I would not want to put up jokers with the flowers because they will go bye-bye immediately. Not a smart thing to do. Not unless every single thing you have ready to go and it's perfect and you have a chance of getting the joker as well, then I'll say go for it. But at this point, it would be so crazy to do it. I also need, I have the pair. You have to make sure your pair is covered. I could call the 3 1 cracks for a Kong, and I'm really weak here. So like numbers is really not the best. Okay, let's try the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1s are good. 2s, I need 1 there to cover to call that. And the 3, I would need 1 there. And the 4, I would need 1 there. So I am I want to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How come it's coming out even, but yet, oh, because I need 2 in both of those other things, 2 in both of those categories, whereas here I need, no, it doesn't make sense. Why is it working out? Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. What am I missing? Nothing. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9. All right. I guess we could look at this 2 different ways. With this hand, it's only 2 bams and 2 cracks that'll help me fill in the gap. With the other way, it is two cracks that I could use, 3 dots that I could use, or 4 dots. Now, if you think that I know what I just said to you, great, because I just kind of have to wrap my head around it. Phyllis, do you know what I'm saying? Phyllis says she knows what I'm saying. I have more tiles that will give me the opportunity to fill in places, as opposed to the other hand where it's only the 2s. So 2 cracks, 3 dots, or 4 dots. That's the only difference in, you know, they're both the same amount of tiles. They're both decent hands, right? But I think this one might be my better shot. Anybody see anything different? Anybody see anything different? Put it in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to choose this hand. And if I wanted to, I can still keep track of like numbers. Linda says go with the cracks and dots. I can still keep the like numbers going and still get rid of the 2 bam. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Ready, set, let's go.
2 bam, 9 bam, 9 dot, 6 dot,
Hope I get a 5 bam.
east, west, 8 bam, call, 2 bam,
Oh my God, everybody's got jokers. Woo.
9 crack, 8 crack,
So I'm gonna
9
keep the
dot,
1s for a
9
while.
east, flower, 8 dot, red, call, 6 crack,
Well, I guess it was a good thing I didn't save the red, because I would not have been able to use that red, because look who's got him. All right.
6 dot, 3 bam, joker swap, Mah Jongg,
All right, that is the quickest mahjong ever. Let's see how many tiles are remaining. 69 tiles. Wow. Mahjong in the first third of the game. That's unbelievable. All right, 5, 6, and the greens. Very nice. Very nice. And, you know, I love Maj, it shows you the hand that they were going for right under it. So you could take a look yourself and see. Consecutive run line 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The hand that I was thinking of keeping an eye on, got rid of my 3. And then this one was Winds and Dragons line 3. Okay, well, start again.
First Charleston.
Okay, at least I'm starting out with at least one joker tonight. That's kind of nice. All right, now I got 4 wins. Usually put my wins to the right, but since I have so many of them right now, I'm going to keep it. All right, so I'm going to go for something with wins for sure. That's going to be number 1. And I would like to, just for the heck of it, I'll keep the 2s and 3s, but I'm also going to keep the 1. And my thinking is I may, who knows, I may get some soaps for the bottom concealed 2023 hand. I don't know. But I'm also thinking of the bottom concealed Winds and Dragons hand with 2 in a row. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just keep as many little runs in a row that I can to see if I can make it happen. And very often it does happen. So let's see, we'll play around with it and have fun and do this. I'm not going to really think about anything else right now, but just seeing if I could make something special happen here. I do have to pass 3, so I have to decide because I've got, 2, 3. Maybe the 1 will happen. I mean, I have 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. Wow. And 2, 3. I don't know. You kind of have to somehow have a feeling of if you have a better feeling of one thing or another, but 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. I guess I'll do that. Let's see how that works. So far, none. I got a 2. Oh my God, the wrong 2. I do have to continue.
Second Charleston.
I don't know. That could have come back. I think I had that. All right. So now that's going to be my potential 2, 3 crack or 2, 3 dot. So now I'll get rid of these. See that? That's nice right now for that bottom concealed Winds and Dragons hand. And now I have that much. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is, right? I mean, I could keep the 3 crack just in case I ended up getting more 3 cracks and then I end up dumping the 3 dot. So I could keep it and just pass 2 just to keep a little something there going on.
Courtesy pass.
And I'll do 2.
1 bam.
Okay, so nothing great here. Okay, at least I have tiles to discard right now before I have to make a decision, but that's a very pretty hand right there. That's happening. So didn't get any soaps.
Flower.
And greens. Interesting, isn't it? I don't think I would switch out right now unless I were to say, okay, I'm going to keep track of the north-south with the dragons. Would that be a smart thing to do? Maybe. Maybe. Phyllis, what do you think? Val, what do you think? What do my longtime players think? Would you keep the greens for a backup with the north and south and just keep the 2s and 3s, or keep the 1 and 3s for an option with the bottom concealed hand? I mean, this is so far away, north and south with the greens. It really is. I think I'm better off sticking to what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep those. Now watch, I'm going to get all the dragons, right? That's what's gonna happen, right, Phyllis?
green, red,
Oh, that makes
Flower.
me feel a little better.
flower. 9 dot, call, so,
All right, we'll just get out
6 bam,
as much as we
8 dot,
can here.
6 crack, so. 7 bam, 3 crack. 9 crack. 4 bam. 5 dot, 7 bam, 7 dot, flower.
Ooh, a lot of flowers out there. Okay, again, it's fresh.
7
Get it
crack.
out.
8 crack. 6 bam, 8 dot,
Oh. Now we have either 1, 2 or 2, 3.
green, 5 crack. 6 bam, 5 crack.
Definitely not gonna be, either one of these have to go now. I can't keep it all, so.
1 crack. 7 crack. 9 bam, 2 crack.
4 crack is not out. Get it out.
4 crack. 5 bam. 4 bam. 1 dot.
All right, there's 1 dot. 2 8s out. Is there any 3 cracks out? I should get that out. Okay, 1's out. All right. So, you know, there's at least 1 out of the 1 3 crack out. There's 2 8 dots out. So for me, I'll get the 3 out before the 8.
3 crack.
That's just how I look at
1
the
crack.
board. A lot of times people say, do you still see it the same way playing in person? I do, 100%. I keep track of everything out there. Yes, this is a little neater. Definitely easier to see, but
2 dot. 3 bam.
a flower. 1 2 3 4, 4 out. I don't think I'm gonna play with my flowers strategy tonight, so
Flower.
save it another
4
time.
dot. East. Call. 2 crack.
Ooh. Interesting. I can't call it no matter what.
Joker
For
swap,
my,
so-
ooh, somebody already grabbed it.
4 bam.
Look at, I'm getting the wrong numbers.
1 crack. So. 5 bam. Green.
Oh, man. Wrong one too. 1 2 went out. Okay.
2 dot. 2 bam.
Ooh. So 1 dot is out and now a 2 bam is out.
5 bam.
They're pungs, so that's a good thing.
South.
1's
Call.
out.
5 crack.
Oh, look at
1 dot.
that. There goes my 1 dot.
4 dot.
Oh, wrong thing. Okay, so I will, I mean, there's only one other south that somebody could take and I could take the other one. I don't need to rush to take it right now because I need the south no matter what. So, oh my God. So I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it right now. I don't necessarily need to take it at this moment.
2 crack. 3 bam.
If it were a pung of souse, this is just a good strategy. If it was a pung of souse, I would take it to prevent someone else from getting it. That would be the reason. But at this point, I got one and there's another one available, so.
8 crack. 7 bam.
Another 8 crack.
8 crack. 2 bam.
Oh God, my tiles are
bam.
going out the door.
4 dot.
9 crack. Now we're at 37. We're almost
9
in the
crack.
end
7
game.
crack.
So that's kind of expected that one again. So it looks like that same 3 6 9 hand with the 9s. Oh my goodness, that Wes was playing earlier. Well, that could be Agata's tile, but if it is, it is. There was 1 9 bam out earlier. Let's see.
9 bam, 8 bam,
Nope. Um,
4 bam, 7 dot,
Fun to try these hands.
red, flower, 7 bam,
All right, I'll take that.
8 dot, 6 dot, 7 dot, 5 dot,
Oh my goodness, I keep getting the wrong ones, but how many threes are out? 1, 2. This is the third one. All right, it could be a tile needed. And it's 24 tiles left. It's still a little bit early. So I have 6 picks left. 24 divided by 4, 6 picks. I could still win. I'm gonna take a chance.
3 crack, 1 bam,
Oh my God. Can you imagine if I get another 3 crack? And I'm pretty sure that's the only hand. If anybody sees another hand that I'm missing, 3 6 9, single pair pung and the opposite 9s in the kongs.
3 bam, 7 crack,
Did you ever in your life? How many of every other 1 and 2 have I picked? Like every one. I know.
1 bam, 2 dot, 5 dot,
Getting really down there.
bam,
Let's see. Now I'm going to pay attention. Really. This is the 3 of them are out. Okay, we all know that it could be a concealed hand with the single 3 6 9. Could be another hand that a pair is needed, but it's a fairly safe tile, so it wouldn't be a crazy decision to do it. So I'm doing it.
6 bam, 5 crack, 8 dot, 6 dot,
All right, let's see how many are out. 8 bams. 1. Only 1 8 bam out. 12 tiles left. I have 3 picks left, which means that every single pick that I take would have to be a perfect pick. So it doesn't make sense with only 1 8 bam on the board for me to discard the 8 bam. Okay, so instead, of course, I have Wes's tiles. I have my competitor here with the south, but I have his north. So I am going to right now pick one of these tiles. Let's see which ones went out most, because if somebody else throws an 8 bam and no one calls it, I can follow with it. But let's see. 1 dots, 1 2 out, 3 dots, which means that Joe could be using them as well, but I'll choose the 1 dots.
1 dot, green, 6 dot, 5 dot,
You believe this? Well, I know nobody needs the 1 bam. I think that's the 4th one that has gone out. At least I thought there was. That's the 3rd one.
1 dot, 6 dot, 1 crack, 2 dot,
Now, I know I'm not going to make them jokerless. I'll just take it, but I don't think I'm going to mahjong
joker swap,
because there's only what? Oh, and then, well, I know he can't go jokerless because I have all his tiles, so I could take them both. Let's see. But then I have this hot tile. That could be a hot tile.
get a minute. We start over.
What? No, I know. So normally I wouldn't take the other south because I have enough tiles to thrive, 3 jokers to discard right now. So it's going to put me in the same position because I'm going to get rid of the south. So it doesn't matter. I can get rid of the 1.
1 bam, 7 dots. Joker. 8 crack.
And the 2, which is, I think every one of those, I think is out too. I don't know what I'm doing. It's this last tile. So I'm just going to throw the joker, but I was going to see how many were out. I know there's several out. All right. I can't wait to see what Joe is playing.
Joker. Wall game.
Okay. Addition hands. Look at that. The 8. See? Not that he was anywhere near close to that. But you know it's a hot tile when there's only 1. Where's the other one though? Was there 2? Was there 2? Oh no, there was 1 out. That's right. Duh, 1 in my hand. Oh my goodness, a wall game. Look at that. Wes is the one who prevented me from making this hand, but it was coming in pretty. See, I feel okay about that. Val said she often thinks about that she thinks she breaks up her hand too early. Well, I think the things to think about is, number 1, does somebody have 3 exposures, and how far from you do you have the ability to make Mah Jongg? If you are so far away from Mah Jongg and somebody has 3 exposures up and you've just picked their tile, you're pretty sure you've got their Mah Jongg tile, then you know, play defensively. If your hand's not coming in and you're really far, there's no chance you're going to make it. If you're really close and you want to take a chance, it is your prerogative. I wouldn't break my hand up early unless there was a really good reason to break up my hand. I mean, what's the point of this game, really, right? What do you want to do? You want to win. That's why we play. So there are a lot of little things you have to think about. Big thing is how many picks do you have left? You have a good chance of making Mah Jongg, and then start with that and make your decision. 3 exposures, you got to think a little bit more. 2 exposures, I'm not breaking my hand up if I can win. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get with another game.
First Charleston.
No jokers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No jokers. I might as well look at a singles and pairs hand. Let's start out with these beautiful 5s. And let's even make 5, 6, 5, 6 happen. Second hand. Never know. Okay, well, we got to keep backups. By the way, I love sharing this little piece of information, and that is, how many beginners do you know that you've heard say, I never play singles and pairs? I don't even look there. Well, if you don't have any jokers, why not try singles and pairs? And if you can't make the hand, switch out into another hand, because every single one of those hands are baby bits of the bigger hands. Every one of them. So if I can't make 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, I'm going to go into the consecutive run section, or maybe like numbers. Of course, why not? Right? All right, so what would I keep as backups? I'm going to keep anything, like I said, a couple of numbers before and after for runs. So I'll keep the 3 and 4 because I have 3, 4 dot, 5, 6 bam to keep as a backup. I maybe even have 5, 7, 9, 9 as well. If I could see about keeping it as a backup. Let's see, 5 bam, 7 bam, and 9 crack. That's flowers 5, 7, 9, 9, third hand from the bottom on the right side. You know, that's a nice hand too. It's not as safe as 3, 4, 5, 6. Certainly. Definitely not as safe. I know I'm going to get rid of the 1 bam. I know I'll get rid of the 9 bam. And now I have to pick something else. So I guess I'll pick the 9 crack. All right. Can't keep it all. All right. So now I got another 5. And I also 5, 6, 7, 7 could happen too, but I don't think so. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll keep that hung there anyway, even though I'm trying for the singles and pairs. And we'll do this. Sometimes I wish I could keep it all, right? I know I passed the 9 crack, the 5, 7, 9, 9 thing was there. But again, can't keep it all. Well, not liking this at all. And I think I just passed the south, didn't I? I wasn't really looking quickly, but I think it was the south. Ooh.
Second Charleston.
I'm gonna do it anyway, because I don't want to get rid of any of my tiles. Okay. 5, 6, 5, 6, 4. Let's see, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is starting to come in pretty nice. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the like numbers, but now I have got to get rid of a tile. Wow. Okay, so this is a good position because this happens. People say, well, why should I continue the Charleston if, you know, I might have to break up something in my hand if I get something in. And it is true. But what you do is you either pass the flower or you have to break one of these up. Or because I've got really pretty like number option there. I don't want to give that up. I haven't forgotten about singles and pairs, but if I gave up the flower, I would be giving up that option. 5. I got to break something up. And the only thing I could think of at this point, if I want to keep an eye on singles and pairs, is to do the 5 bam. What do you think, guys? Give me your opinion. Write it in, type it in the chat. What do you think? Should I keep the 5, 6, 5, 6 open? 3, 4, 5, 6 is good. And break up the 5? Linda, Marcy, Jan, what do you guys think?
Need to move your 5 bam.
What? What, Randy?
Need to move your 5 bam.
Well, if I move my 5 bam over, what am I passing? That's what I was thinking of passing.
Oh,
Because then if I do 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm done with singles and pairs.
yeah.
So that's what I would do. And then I would do the 5 dot. Hannah says 5 bam. Hi, Hannah. Hannah is one of my favorite past students ever. And I miss her. She took so many advanced strategy classes that I told her I was going to hire her to be my assistant teacher. Because Hannah says exactly what she was taught. If you throw the 5 BM out and I decide to go with 3, 4, 5, 6, I can call it because it's a pung. Yeah. I've got a 5 dot vote on YouTube. I mean, I really am far away from the 5, 6, 5, 6. I really am. I mean, I don't have any 6s. What, Randy?
You are far away.
I am far away. Hannah, I think in this case, if I had like 1 6 crack and maybe a 6 dot, I think I might not, I might consider keeping an eye on it, but I think I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, 6 as a backup. And I'll keep the 5 cracks. That gives me that still that option of like numbers and protecting the pair. So who knows, but I'm going with it, Marcy. I'm doing the 5 dot. Oh, and look what I get, a 6 dot now. Isn't that interesting? Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I chickened out, didn't I? Oh, I could keep that because it's the second right. I can keep it. Maybe, who knows?
Courtesy
Weird
points.
things have happened.
South.
I got it back. Look at that. Still very weak. Okay, let's see. 3, 4, 5, 5. Oh, I even have 3, 4, 5, 5, which is really pretty too.
Red.
3 dot,
So-
4 dot, 5 bam, 5 crack, second hand from the bottom, under consecutive run.
So
Got that hand too.
flower.
So I've got some nice options here. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need that.
4 bound. Green. Call. 9 crack.
We've got a Kong of greens up there already. My. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm not going to even go there. Too many
dots.
things
Red.
going on.
South. 1 dot. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, we got another call.
2 crack.
Okay, I don't need that.
9 crack. 3 dot.
There's a 3 dot.
8 bam.
I have no
1
jokers. In a red.
Red. North. 5 dot.
Actually, I should have gotten the 8 crack out because the 8 crack was okay. So there's the 5 dot. We're going to keep track of how
4
many.
bam.
We'll get the 8 crack out.
8 crack. 2 crack. West. 5 crack.
And here's a 5 crack. Here's a flower. Okay,
1 bam. 5 crack.
there's another 5 crack.
8 dot. 7 crack.
Don't need that.
3 bam. 3 dot.
Another 3 dot.
8 dot. 7 bam.
Don't need that.
1 crack. 9 crack. 6 crack. Joker swap. West.
Lucky you. Wow, I'm thinking 3, 4, 5, 5, but now 2, 3 dots are out, right? 1 and 2. Oof. Okay. All right, so this would have been a pretty hand. Flowers 3, 4, 5, 5, but I've got only one more chance of getting that 3 dot if I'm not set for Mah Jongg. But boy, that hand came in like a whirlwind there. I am seriously going to abandon the singles and pairs. I'm chickening out because I never got any 5 cracks. So I want to keep that 6 bam, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will get rid of the, let's see, 5 dots. One 5 dot went out. I'll get rid of the 6 dot. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
6 dot, 6 dot. 6 dot. 7 dot.
Don't need that, but for 3, 4, 5, 6, I would need it. So now I will go with the 5 dot.
5 dot, 5 dot.
I'll have to make a
One band.
decision very
Flower.
quickly. Oh, boy. I can't, I mean, if I call that, I need one more pick to be set for that 3 dot. It is risky. I'm not gonna call it. There's still, it's only the second. I mean, I have 3 flowers. There's 1 out. I'm gonna hold on. Ooh. Oh, this is just so tempting. Oh, man, let me see something. 4, 5, 6. No. Oh, wow. This is really, I'm gonna ignore it right now. I'm gonna ignore it. Like numbers, maybe if 3 dots go. Oh, yeah. I already, the 5 dots are all gone. So, okay, I'm gonna ignore it for right now. And then I just wanna, you know, and if I call it, Agatha discarded it. If I call it, I would have been next anyway to pick, so it doesn't even change up the pick. Yeah, it does change up the picking, no matter what. All right, I'm ignoring it. Oh, I don't want to block myself in. I mean, I could do like numbers. This could be bad.
Do it.
Do what? Ignore it?
Yeah.
I'm ignoring it.
East. 7 crack. 9 dot.
Would be so nice to
8
get the
band.
3 dot. Wrong one.
3 band. Call. So. 7 crack. Joker swap. 9 band. North.
A lot of
9 dot.
activity except for in my hand right now. Oh, okay.
8 crack. Red. 8 band. 9 crack.
Mhm.
7 dot. 8 dot. 8 crack. 6 crack. East. 9 dot. 9 band. 6 band.
Oh, there's a 6 p.m. See, I can't call anything. That's the trouble too. When you
7
don't have
dot.
jokers,
9 band.
except for the 5 crack.
6 crack. 1 crack.
Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Oh my God. Let's look at this thing here. 4, I could call the 4 dot. 5 is set. I still need a couple of picks. Man, I am just looking so pretty for 3, 4, 5, 5. And I just have to be sure. I'm so much closer to this hand. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. 3, 4, 5, 5. So I'll do the 4 because I've got more 4s if I had to switch out, which I could very likely have to do. This is like really challenging. Phyllis says 1, 5 crack is out already. Yep, that is true. Now all I need is someone to throw another flower and then I'll feel perfect. I'm gonna try it. I'm going for gold.
4 dot. 7 dot. 7 band. 5 dot.
Wrong 5. Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
6 band. 8 band. 8 dot. So.
Wow, are there 4 cracks out? What are we at? 22 tiles. Oh, man, that's a hottie, but I have a good chance of getting this, so I'm doing it. Even if it gives somebody Mah Jongg.
4 crack. Call. South.
Better than Mah Jongg.
Joker swap. 4 bam. 6 crack.
Well, the 4BM just went out, but Agatha just picked a tile, so did she take a joker swap? I didn't look. It goes so quickly. If she did, it could have gotten her set. So chance I'm taking.
4 bam. South. Flower.
There it is. Oh, no, it's not. I need the 3. Okay, so I can't even go joke. I don't even want to try to go jokerless at this time. I'm not going to put anything up. I'm not going to expose. Even though there is a chance. Because there's one more 5 crack, but Wes could be using them. I'm just going to ignore. I just need a
7
3
crack.
dot. 9 dots are good.
9 dot. East. 2 bam. 1 crack.
6 dots. Shoot. Oh, there's 2 there. I hope she's not playing 2, 4, 6, 8. 3 there? Okay.
6 dot. East. Mah Jongg.
Oh, God. Where's the other 3? Wait a minute. It is? Oh, hold on. Whoops. No, those are. Look where it is. Oh my goodness, at the very, very end. Oh my goodness, that hand came in so freaking nice. So nice. Linda made a good point about calling that flowers. She said Agatha needs flowers too. So yeah, good point. I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness, look at that. All right, let's do another game. We'll play one more. Oh, it just came in so pretty. What was Wes playing? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I was afraid they were playing, but she was so far away. And consecutive run, 2, 3 with the greens. Coming in nice.
First Charleston.
Another hand without any jokers. Okay, let's move these guys down here where I like them usually. And let's start out with our pairs. We've got, am I imagining it, or have I been getting a lot of 1, 2s, and 3s tonight? 2023 right there with some soaps. Consecutive run, of course, with 1, 2s, and 3s of some sort. Yeah, a lot of that. I'm going to keep my dragons because of the like numbers, line number 2, which I happen to love, just in case. And I have tiles I can get rid of right now, so we'll do it and just see what happens. Don't need those. Got another red, but I don't really need that. I'll definitely keep the 1 bam for now if I can. So we'll do this. That's a very pretty pass. Oh my God, that's a whole hand. This is the first left, so I'll do a blind pass to try to ease up on that. Beautiful pass. Oh, brother, look at this. All right, so right there, we've got a whole hand, second, any like numbers coming in right there. I need the soap. We need the 3s for sure. And the 1 would be helpful for 1 bam, 2 dot, 3 crack. So the tiles I would choose at this point to get rid of would be the last 3 at the bottom here.
Second Charleston.
Nada. Even 2 + 2 = 4. But I don't like those
Courtesy
addition
points.
hands. I am telling you, I don't like them. Alrighty, so we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I am going to do those two. Do I need to keep it for any reason? I'm like thinking in terms of that singles and pairs again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh my goodness, do I even want to consider that? I got that one crack back. I don't think so. It's just not feeling like it's that great. Do I need to keep it for any reason? The 1. Too bad that hand's not here. Maybe it'll come back. The ones with the 3 middle numbers, 2, 2, 2, 3. Remember that one? All right, I'm going to do 2. Let's see if I get anything. Nope. All right,
9 crack.
here we go. Oh, there's 1 soap. I would have liked it.
1 crack. 8 bam.
Another green. Maybe it's the one I passed.
Green. So
Another soap.
4 bam. 7 dot. 7 crack. 9 bam. 2 crack.
Okay, there's a 2 crack.
6 bam. 9 bam. 2 bam.
See, that's why, like, that's an early tile going out, right? Fresh tile. I would love it. I need it. Here's a 2 bam. I want it. I don't have jokers. I can't call anything right now. So good reason to get them out early.
1 bam.
Yeah, 7 crack, 7 dot, everything's out.
7 crack. 9 dot. 5 crack. 7 dot.
Nobody wants 7s, that's for sure.
6 dot. 5 dot. 2 bam.
Another 2 bam.
6 crack.
Here's a joker.
7 dot. 5 dot. 4 crack. 5 crack. 4 dot. 8 dot. 9 bam. 6 bam.
I could have thought of the 2023, but without a soap, that 3rd hand with the greens. I like that hand. I play it a lot. Okay, so let's see. We still have 2 shots at getting a soap for the 2nd concealed any like numbers hand. And back up is like numbers, even though my 2s have gone out the door. 3 dots. I don't have any 3 dots. 2, 3, 2, 3 would be a nice backup too. 2 crack, 3 crack, 2 dot, 3 dot. I think I'll do the 1. Everything's weak.
1 bam. 1 crack. 7 crack. 3 crack.
You need jokers to call tiles.
East call. 9
We
crack.
have a pung of East up there.
9 dot.
I was thinking 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm not going to keep that.
1 dot. 8 crack. Call. 9 bam.
Ooh, 8 cracks. Are there any available? Looks like it.
5 crack. South. Call. 1 crack.
Wow, look at these jokers everybody's got. Let's see. We know it's East, the 1st hand on the left side. Okay,
6 crack.
look around. Do I need it? Nope, no jokers.
5 bam. 4 bam. Joker swap. 7 bam. 4 dot.
Just too bad I didn't have any soaps. I just don't like to take any chances with 2023. Although I'm taking a chance with the any like numbers second hand. 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Yeah. Look at this here. 2, if there's a soap, oops, I got grabbed the wrong one. 2 0 2 3, right there. Line number 2. 2s and 3s. And I can call, did the 2 dot go out? Nope. 3 crack, 1's out. And that's it. That's another very nice potential there. But what do? I'd have to give up. I could keep line 1 of any like numbers open. At least it's a callable hand if I don't get that soap. But if I get that soap, look at that hand. So pretty. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's what I'm doing.
Green, 6 dot, 6 bam, 5 dot.
Okay, that's nice.
Red, call, 8 dot.
If I waited a little longer, no,
3
I
bam,
can't say that.
call, flower. Call, 9 crack.
Look at that. All right, so let's pay attention to what we know, what Joe's doing. Flowers with 8s, like numbers with a conga flowers, or first hand under 2 4 6 8. Now, like numbers is probably not it, based on, no, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on, there's 2 8s out. And that's it. Could be. 1, nope, there's an 8 bam out too. All right, let's see. Let me look at the 2 4 6 8 just to get a feel. 2 1 2. Very well could be the first line 2 4 6 8. Very possible. And Wes with the 3s and the reds is got to be the second hand from the bottom, 3 6 9. Yep. Okay, I'm getting rid of the 1.
1 dot, Mah Jongg.
I gave them Mah Jongg. I gave Wes Mah Jongg with the 1. Oh my goodness. 1 3, reds, 3 5s. I was thinking 3 6. I was thinking the 3 6 9. Forgot that hand too. Okay, well, again, I like the way the hand came in. I have no complaints about this. I wasn't even thinking about that 2023 hand, but I definitely needed, let's look and see where the soap was. 46 tiles, over a third of the game remaining, and 2 soaps were in there. There was a chance that I could have grabbed that. And there was a 2 to call. And so all the 3s were out. Oh no, I had the 3s. Never mind. The 2 was there to call. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. This was like really, it's always challenging, it seems like, but I hope you got a lot out of it, and you see how things change so quickly during this game. I mean, every single Charleston pass changes the way things happen. Every pick can change the way you look at a hand. So many great, possibilities in this game if you learn the card. And Again, don't memorize it, but know it really good. Practice. This is a great site to practice. Let me stop. Well, actually, let me show you. But anyway, the exercise room is a wonderful place to practice. And if you're not using I Love Maj, you can click on the affiliate link in any one of my YouTube videos and get an extra 3 weeks. This is where I will be hanging out quite a bit after I get the new card. Make a hand. You go through every single hand on the card. You can go through it over and over again. I'll just show it to you real quick. Just really so powerful. Every one of those things in the exercise room. You just click and pick the tiles to match the hands. This is how we remember the hands on the card. The more you make them, the more you're going to remember the hands. Just keep making them, and then after it'll let you know if you chose right. So if you're a very new player and you're still not sure about jokers and singles or pairs and you accidentally do it, it's going to let you know. So you could go through the whole card step by step, or you can choose one section and get really good at one section at a time. Doesn't matter. The other place that's really good is Charleston practice. You can practice the Charleston only. You can replay the same tiles after. They will give you suggested hands up here as well, which is really cool. It's really good stuff in here, I'm telling you. What hand is this? Helps you strengthen what your opponents are playing to know what the exposures are. This is another way to, have to force yourself to learn the card based on what this exposure is. What are they playing? And so, like, for instance, with this one, I would be picking the wins category, and then I would choose what was there. If I missed it because there were 2 different hands that it could be, it's going to let me know. But if it's only one hand, it'll give you a check. Otherwise, it'll say, oh, yeah, there was more than one, you missed it. Great platform. I'm telling you, great platform. And not just because I'm an affiliate and recommend it, but because I truly believe it is, or I wouldn't be spending every Wednesday night here because it's just that user friendly. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was really fun, and I am on vacation the next 2 Wednesdays. I will miss you guys, but I'm going to be cruising, so I'm sorry. I have to
Have a great time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have to take a little bit of time to myself sometimes, right?
Right.
It's important. So
Good night.
good night, everybody. And good night, everybody watching on YouTube. It was fun. Until I see you in a couple weeks, be safe and practice, practice, practice.